Hey, happy Thursday. We're in our What's New video today. It's October 6th, I think, isn't it? Yeah, October 6th. It's still like in the 70s during the day in Indiana, which in October that's kind of sketchy. You never know quite what you're going to get. So it's still warm and sunny and we're loving that. Although we could use a little rain, but the crops are going away. We're starting to see the corn be harvested and the soybeans, so it's coming. The winter season is not far behind, which means Christmas and all the things that go with that. But what I wanted to talk to you about, several things today. We're going to talk about Christmas, we're going to talk about fall. I'm also going to talk about classes. So one of the things we've heard from all of our consumers continually on the website, on our Facebook page, everywhere we are posting information, classes. You guys are begging for classes. And we've got two beautiful classrooms. We have our Joy classroom, which is spacious and roomy, ready and waiting for opportunities to sew and stitch. And we also have our Patience classroom, which is a more intimate area where if you have a smaller group of 8 or 10 people who just want to stitch, do some hand stitching, or maybe 3 or 4 people with machines, it will work. So depending on the size of the room and the size of your group, we can put you in the right space to do what you want to do. I will tell you, our classes are booked already in 2023. And we've even spoke with some people to come and teach, and they aren't available until 2024. So if you're thinking about having a class or want to attend a class, it's really booking out that far. We do love to have teachers. I'm going to just lift up a form real quick and show it to you. We're kind of form driven around here because it helps us keep track of what we're doing. But there's a form on our website, and it's got all the information on the back, how we do things. You can't see it on the camera, but I'm holding it up so you know it exists. You can go to our website and download this form if you're interested in teaching in our store. We're always looking for new teachers. If you'd like to participate in that, go to the website under classes, look up the form, and see what you can do to maybe join us and be a teacher, if we've got openings. But we've already got some great stuff planned. I want to tell you what we've got coming. First of all, it's not even quite filled up. We have, I think, about 8 seats left on our bus tour. We're taking two buses, 110 people, to Cincinnati to the Original Sewing and Quilt Expo that's going on over there. It's just nice to think we get to do that again. So there's just a few openings left. If you're interested in filling one of those seats that we have, call the shop at 317-776-4227 or email orders@alwaysinstitches1.com, and they can maybe get you on that seat. We're leaving next Thursday morning at 7:30. We'd have to know right away if you still want to get on that bus, but we just have just a handful of spots left on that. So that's something that we're doing. And okay, so this is my list. This is like a stack of 7 sheets of paper, I think, of all the classes that we've got coming just in October. Wowzer. So a lot of them are sold out. So I'm sorry if you get to the website and you're like, oh, I wanted to take that. It was sold out. We do re-offer classes, so don't despair. It may come back. But some of these I've had to like X off my sheet because they are closed. One of them that's coming, and I don't see her sample out here anymore, but Peter takes this class. Peter's behind the camera as always, doing a great job. And it's the Slow Stitch Saturday morning class with Jamie. And she's still got some openings in her October 15th class. So if you're interested in learning the slow stitch movement, which is super, super cool, you might look for that class. Another class that's coming up October 22nd is Jan's Cartonnage Creations. And they're making this particular book this time. I'm going to open it up. So cartonnage, if you haven't done it before, is where you take cardstock and heavy cardboard with fabric and you cover it. And like in this particular page, she's making a little binder to put a notebook in. And I would just about bet you could customize the size of this. But she's got a magnet on it and used some really fun paper. And this is nice and solid. I mean, I could, take this anywhere I wanted to go. That one's October 22nd from 1 to 4. There are some openings in that class. I know the price of the class includes the supplies, because she brings everything for you to make it, all the bone folders and the glue and everything you need to put together this really nice little place for pockets and notebooks. So that's a class coming up. Cartonnage, that's a schmancy word for me. Usually not one I would say. That's probably a 20-point word in Scrabble, wouldn't you think, Peter?
I think so. And it depends if you can change the tense on it, where you can add extra syllables or letters.
Cartonages is like if you do more.
I think, oh, you know what? Maybe it doesn't.
Cartonage, I don't know. Anyway, not my words. But anyway, one of the other classes, there's not a sample out here, but it's our knitting classes. There's a group that meets on Monday morning, and there's a group that meets on Wednesday morning. Those you sign up online. All the details are about that, but Janet Vaughter is our knitting teacher. She's stunningly wonderful, sharp, great lady. You'll love her if you get to work with her. And those are Wednesdays and Mondays. We've always got people asking about that. And they're in the morning. They start at 10:30 and go to noon 30, I think, something like that. The other thing, and we're gonna talk about sewing machines here in a minute, but we offer sewing machine classes. So if you buy a new machine with us, that class is free. Sometimes as many as 3 or 4 classes, depending on the price of the machine and how much complexity there is to it. And if you've got a machine that you don't know how to use, that you would like to learn how to use, even if it's not a Janome or a Handy Quilter, which are the brands we are dealership for, we can teach you how to use those well. So as well. So you'll need to call the shop and ask for Stephanie, and she can set you up in those classes. So we offer those classes all times of the day, all days of the week. We schedule to you instead of doing a mass class with 14 other people that don't really have any information other than you might share the same machine. We do all our machine owner classes one-on-one, and that's real important to us. So we want you to get that special care that comes with buying a machine with us. So we're going to look at machines here in a minute because we got some good deals going on over there. Okay, so now I go past the machine classes on my pages because I had to have pages, and then Kathy Zook, who's another teacher. We have the best teachers here, don't you think, Peter?
We have absolutely the best teachers.
Yeah.
They are so specialized. It's not somebody that we found, hey, you happen to sew, can you go ahead and teach this too? It's
Right.
They are passionate, and their expertise is in what they're teaching.
Yeah, it is. They are. We're blessed. We have really, really good teachers. But their classes fill quickly because of that. So this one is Kathy's class coming October 18th. This is a 6-point table topper. And you know what's nice about Kathy's classes, if you've ever taken one, is she is the most patient, loving person. She's very kind, and she does a really good job. Like this is, okay, so see that edge? She's got a little tricky trick that you don't have to put binding on. Wowzer, I'm thinking that's pretty cool. So this is a really easy beginner project. So if you've not done stitching or quilting before, you might want to sign up for this. If you don't even have a sewing machine, we can let you borrow one of our machines during the class and get you set up. So go to the website, sign up, get the supply list. We can help you out if that's overwhelming to you. You can come in the store or call us and we'll help you walk through that process. So that's one of the classes coming. Another thing that we do is we have a long arm machine that you can rent. So if you have quilt tops you want to finish, you take a certification class, learn how to operate our machine, and then you can rent the machine. We have days for that available. So again, you'll go to the website. Those are always in October, November, December. They're actually out there. You're ready to start signing up for those classes if you want. And it's $35, I think, for the class. It's about an hour and a half. And then you're able to run the long arm and finish your own quilts. How perfect for Christmas time. Oh my gosh. I got 14 quilts to give to people at Christmas, and I'm not paying somebody to do it. I'm going to do it myself, and that's what that's about. The Vintage Christmas class is one. Nancy's another one who's really good. I think it pretty much meets on Thursday nights. It's once a month. Again, you're going to have to go to the website. But Nancy's Vintage Christmas quilt is a great one. It's 12 months. They are into it, I think, a month or 2 maybe, but there's still some openings in that. You can buy a nice kit of fabric to go with it. It's another really good, patient teacher. She'll take her time. She'll walk you through the process of how to make a quilt if you're ready to get started. Okay, and then this one, we had to bring this back. It was so popular. This is what's called the Tamarack jacket. And Sarah Swanson teaches this, another really gifted sewist. There isn't anything I think Sarah can't make. Tell me when you're ready to turn it around.
Turn it.
Turn it. Look at the back of this. Look at that star. So this is her, it's called a Tamarack jacket. It's coming in November. If you're interested in garment stuff at all, this is a great opportunity to learn how to make a garment. And it looks hard, but I can tell you for a fact, it's not. This is a great beginner project. you've got some fabric you've been trying to figure out what to do with, Sarah's class is one you're going to want to really take. I don't have the dates for that in November, but I know it's a November class. So anyway, we had one scheduled for October, but there was a conflict, so we're going to do it in November instead. Okay, and then another class that's coming up. This one's pretty quick coming here, so we need to get some people who want to make these, and I can't imagine why you wouldn't. These are with Tammy Blaylock. She's a cross-stitch gal, and these are project bags.
Let me get a picture of the tag.
Okay, tag. And Peter has one of these. I know that he got to have one gifted, I believed. And look at her button
I
stuff.
love mine.
I do, yeah. So it's a nice big bag. She does it primarily for cross stitch.
And it's well finished.
Yeah, she's got some nice ways to finish it so it's a nice clean. Look at the little thing to hang.
And she's really good at coordinating fabrics.
Oh yeah, yeah. That could be all part of the process. Here's the other one. This one's kind of a bright. Look at her little buttons on the zipper. How fun is that? I love that. She's got a little piece of grosgrain running across the front to kind of, finish it off. And let's see the inside. Look how much room. Nope. No money.
I could put my whole camera in there.
You could put your whole camera in there. But quilt blocks. Quilt blocks would slide down in there, cross stitch, yarn. So this is a project bag class.
Knitting, I think those make great knitting bags.
I agree. I think it'd be a great knitting bag. So October 21st, that's in the morning. That's a Friday. That might be fall break for some of you guys. So if you're looking for a project to do over fall break with somebody, might be a great opportunity for, mother-daughter, granddaughter, grandmother, grandsons, whoever you want to bring. We'd love to have you come to do that. Okay, I think, man, that's a lot of classes. And that's not even all of them. I did mention the ones that were sold out because that was kind of rude. So, like I said, when you scroll down, if it's sold out, don't despair. We offer classes again and again. There's also some clubs coming in 2023. We've got the Aura Filler Up program is back. That's a great program to get 12 spools of thread and 3 yards of fabric and a container to hold it in for a really good bargain price. We've got some Block of the Months coming. I don't know what else is coming in 2023, but there'll be more. We've got so much stuff coming. We got more ideas that we can probably put on one page. So be watching for those things. And that's it for classes. Now I think we're going to go talk a little bit about sewing machines. And here we are in sewing machines. I've got Kathy and Stephanie. They're like the two main gals, peoples in this department. If you've been in here, you've spoken with them. They're being just a touch camera shy, which is unusual. So I'm going to kind of walk through, and then they're going to tell me.
They're worn out from setting up the department.
That's what it is. We said to them this morning, hey, we're going to do a video in the sewing machines department. And they went, what? But we got lots to show you. So this is cool. We have a really good program, where if you buy a machine with us, and let's say you get home and you're like, I'm loving this, but I want more. We let you trade up, which is pretty cool. 6 months is the time frame? 6 months, yeah.
Brand new machine to a brand new machine.
Brand new machine, trades within 6 months, same price you paid, providing it's in good condition. You haven't poured a Coke on it or dumped it in the ocean. Those are issues.
Yes.
But otherwise, we pretty much will take it.
Yeah.
So we have some really nice, I call them gently loved. Stephanie said they're barely used. One of them was only home for 24 hours, and she's like, nope, I want the bigger one, She kind of had a little buyer's regret and said, I didn't go big enough, I want to come back. So that's what this whole row of machines are. And Peter can just scan them and tell you, and you know what?
I can tell you.
Yeah, Kathy's probably going to come in and tell you what's what.
Kathy, what am I looking at
What
here?
is she looking at?
That is the 15,000. It's a $13,000 machine, brand new. We have it traded in for the new King of Kings, which is the newest of the embroidery / sewing fleet. This one has an embroidery hoop that's very, very nice size. It's got a wonderful throat space. It's got extra lighting. It's got tons of great sewing options, and then it's got wonderful embroidery. Stephanie, my sewing manager, she owns it and she won't get rid of it. She uses it. She even has an M7, which is the next one, which is my very favorite. And she has the 15,000 because she loves the embroidery on it. The M7, if any of you guys come in here and you don't want to buy the M7, then don't talk to me, because I will talk you into it just because I love it so much. It has the biggest throat space on the market right now as far as sewing goes. It has an extension table, but we didn't have room on this table to put it on there. But it has that one. The 15,000 and the M7 come with a very, very big extension table for extra work. Then we have the Skyline 7. It's another one of my favorites. It has a lot of the same features that the M7 has as far as sewing goes. And it is a great traded in machine. So you need to come in and you can play on them. Come in and play on them. The next one over is our 9850. It has sewing and embroidery capabilities as well. It's more of a starter machine as far as embroidery goes. It comes with 2 hoops because it was the special edition that came out. And it does sewing and embroidery. And with any of these, you get a free class. So we're going to teach you how to use your machine. We want you to love your machine. We don't want you to have a machine and get frustrated. The next one over is another one of my favorites. It's the 40. So we have one. It's the 4120. It was my very first purchase at Always in Stitches as far as the machine went. I thought I'd have it forever, but then you trade up because you know what you're missing out there. So the 4120 has great features. It has a scissor cut. It has automatic tension. It comes with its own little extension table. It comes with a $100 package. It's probably more than that now of extra feet, the walking foot, all the things for quilting if you want to do quilting on it. I've done everything on this from bags to quilting to garments, whatever. You can do anything on any of them really.
Did you do the YouTube video on that?
I did. I did a YouTube how-to on this one.
They can watch that.
They can watch that. And Stephanie did the Skyline 7. They can watch that. So, yeah.
That's good information.
Yes. We love our YouTube channel. We hope to have more sewing machine tutorials on there.
Ooh, I love these.
This is a Schoolmate. And the Schoolmate we sell, we have a brand new one, and then we also have this traded in one. They use these in the schools. So that tells you how much, what's
sturdy
confidence in the machine. Yes, because if the kids wear them. This was somebody who purchased it. It wasn't from the school, but it is a very gently used one as well. Then you have the HD 1000. This one was traded in within 24 hours. So was the 4120. The HD 1000, she traded up to a HD 3000, which is just a more expensive, a little bit more features machine. So right now, that's what we have in stock as far as traded in, gently loved, barely used machines.
Yeah, and we get a lot of phone calls asking if you have any traded in machine. So at this particular moment, we have more than normal. And so we're happy to show you what we have and teach you how to use them. And it's a great time to actually take advantage of one. None of these machines were out of the store more than 6 months because that's our trade-in policy. So you're not getting a machine that's set on the shelf or that's been abused. Trust me. We go through these machines thoroughly before we sell them.
Yeah, and you know what's the best part about this department? First of all, you get these 2 ladies, you get 5 other people. We've got Kathy and Deborah and Julie and Pam and Jessica and Jeff and Paige and everybody on staff here owns a Janome. So you're always going to talk to somebody that knows a little bit about the machine, if not the entire machine. Tell them a little bit about what happens at Christmas time. What do our elves do here at Christmas time?
Yes, at Christmas, we like to wrap the box for you and put a nice big bow on it. We've got some staff members that are really good at that, and they get a kick out of wrapping for you. So you buy a machine, we will wrap it and hold it for you until you're ready to have it delivered and taken to your home. We recently had a customer buy a machine as a surprise, so it's being held here in the store until they're out of town so they can sneak in and get it set up for them so that they don't know what they've done.
You guys are elves. You're like little elves.
Yes.
You're like little elves. And we're open through December 23rd this year, so that means December 23rd. We've had, and this was really fun. We had one of our staff members, her husband bought her machine, and we hid it, and she didn't know anything until it got there. And so we're good little elves, little elves in the store. So that's services, classes, lots of services.
Yes.
We just feel like we're one of the best machine dealers in the Central Indiana area. We do a nice job.
We get told that a lot because we take care of you. You become family. We're like Cheers. Yeah. Several of our customers, we know their names when they walk in the door, and we know what kind of attention they need, if they need to be left alone or if they need some extra time to be spent with. So the fact that we have 5 employees in the sewing department besides me, and we have 2 people in our service department, we feel like we can take care of just about anything that comes along.
Absolutely. So there you have it. That's just the beginning of what we do. Behind us is this huge accessories wall. So you know if you're looking for an accessory, you're going to find it in the store. If you don't have it in the store, we're going to be happy to order it. If you buy a machine from us, anything that has that Janome brand on it, that you bought a Janome machine, we're going to give you 20% off. If you bought a handy quilter machine from us, anything you buy to go with your handy quilter machine, you're going to get 20% off. Now you sometimes have to remind them at the register because they don't always know that the register people, the sewing machine has happened, but tell them, hey, I bought a machine here, I want my discount. We're happy to give that to you. We've got handy quilter events coming. It's booked out in full, but when that goes on, I know the deals will be flying on handy quilter machines. And right now we have a deal on the Moxie machine. If you're interested in a Moxie, you will never find a better price than what we have right now. So call if you're interested in that. So I think we've talked about everything we can talk about in this department. Next, we're going to go look at some fall fabric. And oh my gosh, have we got a deal for you there. And now we're over in the fall and Halloween fabric. Ooh, I love it. We watched a spooky movie last night at home because I like to I don't like real spooky movies. I mean, if it's really scary, gory, I don't care for it. But if it's a little spooky, I kind of like it. So we watched a spooky movie last night to get ready for the holiday season. So anyway, we're over here and here's the joke. What did the turkey dress up for Halloween? A goblin. I love it. Maggie, if you've not met Maggie who works here, she's a high school student and she works here evenings and weekends. The most delightful little gal. The whole staff loves her. She finds all the dad jokes. They're really kind of dad jokes, you know, that she puts on all her fabric, and we get a hoot and holler out of her. So when you come in and see the jokes, you can thank Maggie for those. And they're always groaners, but we love seeing them. But anyway, we digress. Halloween fabric, fall fabric. Right now, it's 25% off. That's just the fabric on the bolt. The charms and layers and jellies are not discounted, but your fabric on the bolt is. And this is a great time to get that fabric, even if you're not going to make a project yet this year, you'll have it ready for next year. And our selection of fall fabric is outstanding. So many different colors, very traditional things are available. We've got some things that are a little more modern. So these lend towards the more maybe cutesy modern style of the holidays. And they're not all overtly fall. Like some of them are just fall colors. I could get away with using this just as a fall colorway, not necessarily pumpkins and spooky things, but more just a fall colorway. I love that. That's great. And look at these plaids. Plaids are hard to find in fabric anymore. They just hadn't done them for a while, but they're starting to come back. I love the plaids. Leaves are always good. Dark background, medium background. These probably have been on a light background, but I bet they've sold out. And then we've got a line over here from one of my favorites. This is Jason Yenter's fabric, and he does a great job too. Jason is one of the best designers when it comes to designing patterns and fabrics, and they're brilliant. The color in them is probably, you can't get color vision that good. It's like smell-o-vision, you can't get that either. So there's Jason's fabric, we love it. And then we've got some me and my sister, or no, this is Sweetwater. I spoke wrong. Yeah, this is Sweetwater. So that means there's going to be some cute words on there. They always have really cute words. This says, Happy Halloween, Happy Halloween, Happy Halloween, Happy Halloween. And look at this great colorway. I mean, wouldn't that be fun for little treat bags or a little table runner, or even just to make pumpkins and stuff them to give to the kids? I love those. And the great thing is those are going to transfer after the holiday too. If you just like those colors, it's going to work for you.
Yeah, the blacks and grays are always great for those monotone
Yeah,
quilts.
yeah. Look how pretty these are. This is called late October, so it is falling under our fall fabric discount of 25% off on the bolt, but it's not overtly orange and black like a lot of things are. So that's get a good deal on that fabric. I'd be buying. And then around the corner but wait, there's more. It just keeps going. Hoot owls, ravens. This is getting into your little more Halloweenish critters. Owls. Owls are making a big comeback again. You know, we see, it's funny, animals run through cycles in our industry. We had hedgehogs and we had llamas and we've had, I don't know, owls, and flamingos never go out of style in my opinion, but that's just, you know, my opinion. But owls are always a fun one to have. Our shop owner, her daughter's named Allie, so owls are always big for her. And then this line down here looks like flannel, but it's not, which I love because I love the look of flannel, but I don't want the warmth of it sometimes. So these are great because you could make a really cute quilt for, you know, a fall quilt, but it wouldn't be so hot that on the days that it is 80 degrees like it is today, you'd still be comfortable. So those are very cool. And then we got to talk about the steampunk line. The steampunk line. Oh my gosh. Okay, this came in and our staff were some of them were like, what were you thinking? Because I have the opportunity to buy a lot of the fabric. We have a lot of input from the staff and the customers, but this is just so fun. It's kind of a steampunk modality is what I would call it, or that steampunk design where everything's, you know, industrial and kind of have almost a Victorian turn of the century feel to it. You've got lots of gears and it's always usually in darks or sepia tones. Okay, the octopus with the face mask. You got to get the octopus with the face mask because he is just so cool. And the top of his head has gears on it. I mean, how cool is that? So I think this is going to be a great quilt for lots of people. So you've got sometimes in the quilting world, we tend to be a little more conservative. But these are going to hit those kids. If you've got a college student or a high school student right now that you want to make a quilt, you don't know what to make them, I promise you, if you made this one, they would love it. Fabric is falling. Get a shot of that there, Peter. Look at the fabric was falling.
This is how it comes in sometimes, you guys.
It was piled up so high.
It just gets displayed where it lands.
That was the $10,000 video because there was a staff member over here trying to catch it before it fell. You know, we're real in our videos. We're not professionals. We're just having fun. So yeah, it kind of. But look, this is brand new. Talk about what's new. This is real new. Is that? Oh, this is me and my sister. Isn't that fun? Look at that plaid. Yeah, this one is just.
It doesn't even have the stickers on it yet.
Yeah, that's not even labeled and ready to go yet. This is now this is the line. Look at this. Here, let me fan this. Look how fun that is. Look how big. Okay, they're typically pretty small prints. Let me go back a minute. Look how big that plaid is. That's a big print for them. Yeah, they typically don't do. I had the absolute honor of going to a quilt retreat with them about a month ago and got to sit next to Barb and Mary and just, we snorted and giggled and laughed. You know, it's not very ladylike to snort when you laugh, but I'll just tell you there were a lot of snorts that weekend. It was a good time, and they're the most delightful ladies to be around, just fun and friendly. So anyway, lots of things new. I just kind of wanted to focus on some of these things today, and I so thank you for checking in on us and watching our videos. There's always something new in the shop. This just came in today. Tomorrow we'll have another cart full. So if you haven't been in to see us, please come soon. We really want to visit with you, and we look forward to seeing you. Thanks a lot, and happy stitching.